What's up, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Articulisted. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Dave Wonder. Also, massive shout out to Bite Me Bambi for that new single, Bad Boyfriend, available now on iTunes. Go check them out. I also tossed up the links in the video description below and over in the chat. But welcome, COJ. Tonight, we have a very awesome crew of folks that are going to be on here. Obviously, you'll see the Mythic Merc here in just a moment. But as it says in the title, this is Articulisted. It's not you, it's me edition. This is our top 5 list of figure lines that we want to collect. But we don't because we can't for one reason or another. So we'll be running through lines that we love, but sadly had to let go. So without further ado, I will toss it over to my fellow host. That's right, you know him as the Mythic Merc, or maybe Joe Anger in the chat. It's the Mythic Merc himself, Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? What's going on, Dave?
Not a lot. You know how it goes. And then joining us from his lovely cave of treasures, we have our favorite troll. That's right. It's Nightwing Jail, aka our good buddy Graham. Hi, Graham.
Favorite troll. Wow, thanks.
You have your days.
That's okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
but in all fairness, you deserve it. You really do.
All the time. So as I said a couple moments ago, we are running through our top 5 toy lines of toys that we want, but we cannot have.
I like the title. It's not you, it's me. I didn't realize.
I thought with Valentine's Day not too long ago, this would be an appropriate topic. Also, oh snap! I forgot to do the COJ run through because we have a bunch of folks in here. We have 40 people in here. We got Josh Brown in there, Tio Mike, Fortnite, Shakes the Clone. Who we got? We got Masters of None in there. Some asshole named Dave Wonder. We got Pendergast in here. Daniel S. Penny Rooster Reviews. Nightwing. Graham. Phantom Crow popping up. Darth Nexus. What up, Hankin? How's it going, bub? We got comics. We got Boo Cat. Oh, man. Everybody's chiming off. Welcome. We got 3M5000. Oh, there's Panther. I was wondering when he was going to pop up. Hey, bud. So, yes. It's a good day. So I think we start off real quick. Joe, do you have anything you want to say before we just dive into this?
Was I supposed to have something prepared?
No.
Nobody told me I had to some. Why do you do this to me, Dave? I can't.
Damn it, Joe.
No, I don't have anything to say right now.
Stop for time. Over time.
I'm going to throw this out. Because of our forlorn toy lines that we want to collect so badly. I do want to throw it out that after this, maybe we just do a little toy talk of stuff we're excited about. Just because, got to show some love for what we love.
So you were mad at me for missing your Valentine's Day gift there, Dave. I was like, is there something you want to tell the group?
I'm angry. No. We're going to start with Graham down there because he's a very special guest. So Graham, what is your number 5 for toy lines?
I'm gonna channel my my inner Mr. Geeky and actually kind of have 2 that kind of share this one. So
yes.
I'm actually gonna go with Mythic Legions and Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. And why I kind of put both those. Billy has tried and almost gotten me, and I'll be honest, I've pre-ordered several figures from Animal Warriors and just end up canceling them on BBTS because I'm like,
they're so good,
and it doesn't happen. And part of it's space. Some of it's just I just don't know if I want to go into yet another line. I mean, they look really cool, but it's space, it's money, it's just not wanting to go down another rabbit hole. Literally, I bet there's a rabbit. I think
not yet. That's okay.
And then Mythic Legions, I kind of put in that same genre because I like them too. I'll be honest, I have dipped my toe a few times into Mythic Legions here and there with like a horse or a knight or a skeleton kind of thing that I can use kind of more generically somewhere else.
Right on.
But Animal Warriors of the Kingdom kind of has that problem where it's like these would be very specific, and I'd want to have like gladiator matches and all sorts of
I mean, yeah. I like them because I'm using them as the Animan and like the mutates from the. I mean, it fits in with Legends so well that I absolutely love.
I didn't know you had any of them. Okay.
Yeah. I got a couple of AWOC figs. I did grab images for all these, and then I realized that I forgot to actually number them. So there's Mythic Legions. Whatever. So yeah. A solid number 5, an absolutely beautiful set of toy lines that I should say I dabble in. I don't collect, but because I only have.
I won't even look at the Mythic Legion stuff because the brief moments I've seen some of the really cool like medieval things are just I'm just like I want, and then I won't dabble any further. No.
Yeah, I like I said, I've done a couple here and there, and what's funny is they got me in Cosmic Legions, so that's why I had to put Mythic Legions and not just anything for Horsemen, because I've been pretty much almost all in on Cosmic Legions.
Dude, again, that is one of those lines again because I have several of them, like more than I care to admit. It was just like crap, I can't put that on the list.
I think the other problem too with Mythic is if you want to backtrack or backpedal, it's hard because they get really expensive.
Yeah, as Super Spike says, they're having an in-stock sale on the 24th.
Did they say what's actually in that in-stock sale?
Whatever's in stock. Yeah. No, they haven't. I believe it's the leftovers from this last release. If I
remember. Like it's I've gotten a couple of the horses and like I said, a skeleton or like a knight.
What up, no man?
But very rarely. Like I said, I'd like to do. I've looked at the ogre, so I'm like, oh, those are really cool. The trolls and things like that. I'm like, this would be awesome. I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm hip. Josh Brown. There is a lot. Oh, Super Spike says Legion Builders, All-Star Wave 4, Valiant Knight, and some others. There we go.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, actually, like I said, and so occasionally here and there. That's why I kind of felt like I needed to put AWOC in there because AWOC I've never actually.
Yeah.
I've come close so many times. Like I've literally pre-ordered, canceled, pre-ordered, canceled, pre-ordered. I think BBTS is going to send me an email one of these days.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, the figure obscuras are what get me with them because CAD suits. All right, Joe, your number 5.
My number 5 is the Dungeons and Dragons Icons of the Realm series.
Oy.
And the only reason I think I'm skipping it is because of the price point.
Look at that beastie.
Yeah, the Tiamat's beautiful, but it's like I think it's like $230. I don't.
It's spicy. I mean,
yeah, most of the stuff I picked tonight is just due to price because it's like the prices are so.
Well, and the wild thing is, I feel like they're going to do a Tiamat that's way more affordable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That you'll be able to obtain.
I think Icons of the Realm even has like a special one. I think it's off the Icons list. That's like $1,200.
Hui.
Yeah.
Pet Bouquet. That's not even the big Tiamat. Yeah.
Yeah. The big one's like $1,200, and then they have a special limited one that's like $2,000.
That's yeah. I mean, they're beautiful though. The sculpts are what absolutely kill it for me.
Yeah. Are they? It doesn't look like there's any articulation on them. They're pretty statuous, right?
No, they're
yeah.
There.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, they're beautiful. And then I was thinking, like, I'm usually I'm trying to limit myself to certain things. Then of course while I was looking at.
Are they like PVC then, or are they like polystone, or what are they?
I think they're plastic, aren't they?
Okay.
Yeah, or Joe, are they plastic or polystone?
I think they're just plastic. I don't recall.
Okay.
Right on.
I just don't know. I don't know anything about this line, so it's like it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, they look beautiful. They're so beautiful.
It's real pretty. Oh, show. And yeah, that is the thing. 3, I'm throwing out $2,000 for one toy or a statue is way too much. I mean, that's the thing is like this is a big fig, but you look at what you can get for $2,000 from some of the statue companies and go, wait a second, like.
I don't know. I mean, like if you love it, you love it. I mean, I can understand price being prohibitive.
Yeah. My number 5 is not something that is particularly expensive, but is something that I've talked about at great length on this show. It is a property that I absolutely love, and I've had to stop myself from going hog on the line. It is G.I. Joe Classified. I love this line. I do own a couple figures from it, and it bothers me that I'm not collecting this line because it is so good. But G.I. Joe Classified has such a vast array of characters, a quick turnaround on releases too. On top of, I would argue, some of the coolest HasLabs. I mean, Marvel's been killing it, but that His Tank, whew, that seeing that in person for the first time, loose, what was it, last week before, just had me drooling. It is a beautiful line that, my goodness, if I had infinite space and funds, I'd be in trouble.
I was gonna say it's a really good bang for buck line too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
even the HasLabs, but even the figures or the 2-packs or figures.
Oh yeah,
because you get a lot of accessories for your dollar, a lot of just a lot of points and just I mean it's just a well done line for the cost.
oh hell yeah.
I don't collect it either. I don't have the attachment to GI Joe. I mean I think it's really awesome. I think I bought like one figure for a custom and that's about it. And but yeah, I mean I think it's a really cool line. I just don't have the sentimental attachment to it.
And I grew up with it because of my brother. He was a big Joe nut, and it was one of those things of like that I have bought more G.I. Joe Classified figures for my brother than I have for myself, because I'm like, oh, he liked Lowlight. Oh, he liked the Viper. Oh, he like I remember him like freaking out about something. And don't get me wrong, I have a few of my favorite Joes, and I kind of went, okay. I did my part. I'm out. Like Daniel laying down facts. The G.I. Joe Classified animals are some of the best figures at domestic retail. I totally agree.
That's almost got me a couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm out of the loop on Classified, but did Classified did they make a bazooka?
Yeah, two.
God,
They did Bazooka and Tiger Force Bazooka. You'll see him at the swap tomorrow, no doubt.
Okay, yeah, I gotta have a Hibbing guy.
I was gonna say he's from your hometown.
Yeah, Tripwire too, right? Tripwire's from Hibbing too.
Yep,
right?
they did Tripwire as well.
We should probably mention that there's the Minnesota Toy Posse swap tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow at the Bloomington Knights of Columbus. Go check it out.
No, Event Center.
Or isn't that the events? Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, but you're the one who corrected me on this.
I know, whatever.
Where am I driving to tomorrow?
You're driving to the correct place. Anyways.
Yeah, normal place. Okay.
114 American Boulevard, in Bloomington, Minnesota.
Nailed it.
Right behind the REI. Okay.
Yeah, but again, all the props in the world to G.I. Joe Classified. It is a line that is absolutely stunning. Their fan streams are honestly, I know I'm biased. I say they're second only to Marvel, because the Marvel Legends team kills it every single time, and the G.I. Joe Classified team is no slough. Like they kill it as well, and it's beautiful. Thomas goes nostalgic. I held off on Classified for a while, but they got me. I'm doomed. Oh shit! Bazookas are hitting Ross right now. We don't have Rosses, but we have TJ Maxes.
Yeah, I thought about putting Classified on my list, but like I said, I just don't have that attachment to it. But I think it's a great line.
Hell yeah. So Graham, what is your number 4 then?
Oh god, we're already back around. So number 4 for me is kind of a weird one. Mega Block Star Trek.
It's not weird. It's
it's
not weird for you.
It's not weird for me, but it's it's kind of an odd choice that a lot of people don't see. I was just late to the party on this. They had kind of like killed the line after just shortly after I discovered it, and I've been trying to. I really have tried hovering over eBay prices, but some of them got kind of that one gets kind of expensive.
Yeah.
The one I really wanted was the bridge, the Enterprise, the original series bridge.
Yeah.
Set. And so yeah, it's just a fun line. I've like I said, I've been looking at eBay. It's just I wish we could have gotten them in retail, and they skyrocketed.
They're beautiful sets.
Yeah. I know. Granted, the problem is I will say their instructions are not nearly as good as Lego, and Legos aren't even that great, but sometimes. But yeah, so this is just a line I wish I would have gotten into and just haven't. And it'll probably happen someday.
Dude, there's yeah, the Turtles Mega Blocks are the same way for me. It's just like, ooh, spicy.
I had like
But
one of the Turtles ones for a little bit and ended up just selling it, but I got close on that one too.
I have the 2012 that I have. Well, they're not even the 2012. They're just the animated Turtles, and they have like the metal shells. I have them that came in like the little accessory packs, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm done.
Does
But
Joe have the minifigs? Is that what he just grabbed? Is that what
I think so.
No, I just have the Bender.
Oh, you know what? I have the Bender and Fry. I do actually have the Bender and Fry for Mega Blocks.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
But I was
Phuket,
looking at the back because there's a
Star Trek. It's Spock and Kirk, right?
Yeah, so they had the
Yeah.
minifig line, but then they, like I said, they had the full playset. So it's a lot of it's very. I mean, I think they have some next gen, but a lot of it's very TOS.
Yeah. Phuket said I like the mega minifigs better than Lego. Those TMNT ones were awesome when they came out. Same with Motu. Yeah, the Motu Mega Blocks. Good lord.
Yeah.
Those are insane.
No, like I just that's my big one is like I said, it'd be fun to get the Star Trek one. That bridge one has been kind of on my short list for grails that I just want to get. And I've seen people get like 3 or 4 of them and then like make a full bridge because it's like it's only like the section. It's only kind of like the one camera angle section that they do, but people have done it and made a full bridge, like taking the other. Yeah.
Spicy. All right, Joe.
Yes.
Number 4.
Number 4. McFarlane Batman animated series figures. The new ones. I don't know why I want them. I see them, I touch them, and I think about it. I think I just want to stick to my classics. You know, my classic animated figures.
I will say this. You ain't missing out on these. I hate to say that about any line, but if the DC classic ones were so good, and then
these are just reprints of the DC Directs.
A lot of them are, yeah. Okay. Condiment King is not. Condiment King is all new.
I really like the Alfred. I don't know. I really like the Alfred a lot. That's my favorite.
It was a great. I had the Batcave for a little bit.
Well, the Alfred doesn't have cell shading, which is nice. Which is the funny thing where it's like they did this wave, and I think there's a second wave that has cell shading, and then they're like, "Hey, we're good."
Oh, he'll do gold variants or something like that that won't have the cell shading or something.
But McFarlane has me nervous anyway lately. I don't. There's so much stuff out there, and when I do touch stuff, I don't know if I like it or not.
Yeah, it was a great line, the DC Direct line, and I got into it for a little bit, but I had to get out. It's another rabbit hole, and I don't think the figures. I mean, to Gabe's point too, they are very. The articulation's weird, the joints are weird, and they just break.
Well, the weird thing is like the DC Classics ones, they were so much higher quality than these. Like these ones are really gummy, and the cell shading's weird on them, and like because it's old tooling being reused, it ends up being like I don't know how to describe it, but like all the sculpts look slightly, like at least with the human characters, look slightly puffy. Like they're not as sharp. But I don't know. I don't know. Because the weird thing is I still have my Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl. Like they're all right there. They're literally above my camera up standing up there. And it's like I got the Batman, repainted the Batman, and went, why did I buy this? I have that one. Like I'm good. But
the capes on those guys, are they cloth or are they hard?
So Batman has a cloth cape. Robin has a hard rubber molded one, which is annoying because he has two. The original one had 2 capes. One that just goes over the shoulders, and then one that drapes over this shoulder, which is how, if he was standing there, how he looked in the original animated series. And that's the one that they gave him, which you can see right here. But that means he can't move that shoulder.
Oh,
which is.
I think is it cloth on that one? Because on the Batman, because like I thought that one was plastic.
Nope, the Batman one is cloth.
Okay,
because I had that one. It's weird because it's super narrow and it's a flap.
Oh,
like it's not like I have again the OG ones up there, and they have sculpted capes, and it's like
because I knew the OGs you could depending on which version of Batman you get that you could have both.
The motorcycle one had a cloth cape.
Yep,
but that's about it. But like the Mr. Freeze and the Scarecrow are awesome looking
Mhm.
because they're not really human. Like, you know what I mean? Like they have enough of that like margin of error where you're just like, oh, they look weird. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, because that Scarecrow sculpt is still one of my favorites. And that Jonathan
Really?
Crane is, yeah.
I can't decide if Condiment King is a weird choice.
It's a weird choice, but I feel like it was a really good catalyst for a lot of people to buy this line.
Yeah.
Because unless they did like Crazy Quilt, like, you know, they had to include something weird, you know, to get people to go, huh? Because I mean, what is the second Build-A-Figure? I'm trying to remember. It's like Hard Time or something like that.
A lock up or whatever the
Lockdown, Lockup.
Oh, okay, it's from one episode.
Yeah, but again,
he's the Arkham guard who goes crazy.
The McFarlane Batman the Animated Series figures look like they're toys from Hardee's. Ouch. But you don't get the food with it. Just saying. But sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to shit all over the line that you wanted to.
Well, I see. Maybe now I've changed my mind. I don't want to collect this line. I'm okay. I'll still stick with it as number 4, but you know, thanks for killing a dream there, Dave.
I'm trying to save you money, man. I'm trying to save you money. Because I already blew the stupid money on the Batman and went, damn it, you got me.
I had the Batmobile back when it was the DC Direct. I had the Batmobile, the Batcave, and a few figures. I didn't have a ton. Like I had like Joker and Batman, and I think I had Robin.
Right on.
I didn't go hog wild yet, but like I wanted to. But I just
I ended up selling my Batmobile to my brother, and I kind of regret it because I wish I would have held on.
Dave Wonder Dream Slayer.
Yeah, that's how I roll. Diving into this, also shout out to Cool Toy Den for whoa, what was that? Oh, there was the Cool Toy Den made this image. I found it and it kind of hit home because the next line I too pulled a geeky in this spot because anything 3 3/4 inch, I love that scale. Because I grew up with a random assortment of stuff like this. I still have my Pocket Heroes, Hulk, and Spider-Man on my shelf. But Jesus, Pender, Dave, Killing Dreams is the leader of the COJ shit. Dang. But I love 3 3/4 inch figures because it's also the thing of like, holy hell, the space economy of them. Like, Marvel Universe was one of those lines. Like, shout out to Vonner. That was a toy line that I just sat there and went, holy crap. Like, I want to collect that. But I could not bring myself to do it because I was already so deep in other lines. But I love 3 3/4 inch figures as a little kid. Like, pocket figs, man. How many 3 3/4 inch figures could you fit in your pocket when you were going out as opposed to 5-inch or 6-inch figures? You know? God bless cargo shorts because I brought along friggin' armies of figures out, much to my mother's chagrin. Yeah. So 3 3/4 inch figures, I love them, but alas, they will never have a spot in my collection. Outside of the MASH figures, I think, but I don't think they're 3 3/4 inch. I think those are
the 18 ones. Yeah.
I don't have the 18 ones. Those are. Well, they did 3 3/4 inch ones for those too. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Well, and I think didn't they do the van in 3 that was 3 3/4 inch scale? Yeah.
So yeah, no, the MASH figures are about it. Outside of like, my brother has all of our childhood Joes. So, Pendergast says I've been drawn lately to little figs to get as desk buddies at work. Hell yeah, good call.
I think MASH is at 3 inches even.
Yeah, they're small. But yeah, I don't know. That's so for me. That is my number 4 spot. Is all 3 3/4 inch figures, which I know is a broad spectrum. But it goes to G.I. Joe. It goes to Star Wars. It goes to Marvel Universe. It goes to so many lines that I went, I want that. No, I cannot do. I want that. No, I can't do that. But yeah, that is my number 4. So
I feel like that was such a cop out, especially given some other things we're going to talk about.
Graham, what's your number 3?
Well, thankfully, mine is not. We're not there yet. My number 3, you actually already teased a little bit or leaked a little bit, was 3-0 DLX Transformers.
They real neat.
I am not a Transformers guy by any stretch. I do like the movies. I've seen. I think the only cartoon I really watched all the way through is Beast Wars and Beast Machines. And this line has just been like super cool to look at. Like, I don't need a Transformer that transforms. I like really highly realistic representations of things. It's part of the reason I collect Hot Toys and other 1/6 stuff. And this has just been really gorgeous to look at. I've come close a couple of times on these doing it, and when I've seen them in person, I'm like, oh, they're gorgeous. Like the Bumblebees are really great. And I just
those were the 2 images that I grabbed. I'm sorry.
No, they're perfect. It's just like I'll be honest. I've hovered over this one. It's on a bunch of wish lists for me. Like I'm like, and it's just, and I've just kind of like promised in my collection I was never going to do Transformers.
Yeah.
And this is just like I said, if I was going to do Transformers, I don't need Transformers. I don't like kibble like on my figures. Like I had the transforming Digimon for a little bit, and like I wanted to rip all the kibble off and like customize them. I just don't like that. So
fair enough.
Solid. I mean, they're like, is Bumblebee really not missing leg day lately? I mean,
no, dude.
Bumblebee is yoked up, man.
Yep.
Like,
well, this is from the Rise of the Beast ones, where he definitely is. You know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I will say that solo Bumblebee, I've nearly bought like a half dozen times because it scales with Optimus back there, which is my only Transformer that I have.
Yeah, you got me beat. I don't have any Transformers
that you know of.
I mean, unless you count like Power Ranger Zords, but you know, it's like.
What up, Winterstar? How's it going? So Jamie Lynn just came in, so he wanted a quick recap. So our number 5s, if we want to go around real quick. Graham, what was your number 5?
Animal Warriors of the Kingdom and Mythic Legions.
And Joe, your number 5.
D&D Icons of the Realm.
My number 5 was G.I. Joe Classified. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah. And then Graham, what was your number 4?
Mega Black Star Trek.
And Joe, what was your number 4?
McFarlane Batman Animated Series.
And my number 4 was all 3 3/4-inch action figures. And now you are caught back up, Jamie Lynn.
Because now we're on number 3, and mine was 3-0 DLX Transformers.
Yes. Yo, Joe, what is your number 3?
I'm gonna say my number 3. It's another price issue. I'm going with I'm cheap, you know. I like a deal. Is Hot Toys. I was looking, and mainly the Star Wars Hot Toys, because I was really digging these. I mean, I do really dig these. I love these, but
shut up, Graham.
I'm not. I can't open that can of worms, man. What the
It is a slippery slope.
$560 a shot. I don't want. Well, I do want to open that can of worms, and if I won the lottery, that would mean I'd have to play the lottery, which I never do. So how would that happen, Dave? Explain.
I mean, literally the one you got on the photo.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is the exact.
That's the Chrome Mando, yeah.
But that one's priced me out of the market. I am just not.
I understand. I some days I wish I could say the same. Actually, and Dave knows this, and he gives me grief over it because, you know, and this is part of the reason I troll him so much is because he gives me the same kind of grief back. I for the longest time said I wouldn't do Star Wars Hot Toys, and I've been breaking that rule a lot lately.
I was gonna say, dude, you've gone hog on them. I
don't know. Like it's weird. Like I'm not gonna go like super crazy on Star Wars Hot, but I'm gonna do some more because I did originally it was just gonna be Mando and Vader, and now I'm the Ahsoka line kind of got me.
It's a great line, man.
So yeah, they're going wild on you.
But my problem is that my figures always need a buddy. You know, I can't just. I have
once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Yeah.
So, trust me, I understand. Bo-Katan's coming.
Yeah.
I've got Bo on pre-order, and then I've also got, and part of it's like the worst part is too lately because they were overproduced to some degree. Sideshow's been doing really heavy discounts and sales, and like so the in Hot Toys the Avengers Endgame line was like that. So that's why you're finding you can almost assuredly find Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man for like 35% off all the time on Sideshow.
Toy Did you added then the buddies need someone to fight.
Absolutely.
So the Star Wars line has a little of that. It's been mainly Mando, but Boba Fett got that way too, where they were overproduced. So they got me on Fennec Shan and Boba with the Throne because I was able to get them both on heavy discount. So they're on pre-order as well with me. And yeah, that's that. Like I said, because but for Endgame, it was like there are you can still find a bunch of those. Rescue, War Machine, same way. And what sucks is I bought all those lines new, so I paid full price for most of those. I mean, I got discounts here and there, but yeah.
I found with the 1/6 scale stuff, I've switched my focus from what I started with, and so I ditched a bunch of stuff. But then there's goofy, silly stuff like this beast that comes out, and you're like,
wasn't it the line that you just told? Or is that the Mondo one?
This is the Mondo.
Oh, okay.
Because, dude,
yeah.
I know.
How wide is that? Is that what, like
34 inches?
Holy crap! Really?
Yeah. So he is getting hung up in the studio this weekend, which I'm very excited for. Panther says, my only question for Hot Toys collectors is if you buy one of their figures and it's too big to display anywhere, how do you live with yourselves? I mean, know your space.
Buy bigger shelves.
That works too.
There's this really great company called Magicase.
Speaking of losing yourself to a collection, I guess, my number 3 is Transformers, because if I collected Transformers, I'd be like this guy, because I love Transformers.
We put Transformers in number 3.
What? I know. I have always loved Transformers. I've loved it since the G1 cartoon. Growing up, we had Transformers that, granted, most of them were hand-me-downs and stuff, and most of them were also GoBots. But looking at looking at them today, I've told Jay from Nanef, he makes add-on kits for Transformers so well that I broke my rule and bought a Grimlock because I was like, I must do this because I love Transformers and I love Grimlock. And I customized Grimlock and he was amazing. And then I went, so I'm just going to get the Dinobots. No, but if I get the Dinobots, I need to get, and I was like, no. So I gave it to my brother and I went, enjoy. I need to get out of here. Because I have, it's hard to point to. I have him.
Yep.
I have my big Optimus, one and done. I'm out. Transformers has such a crazy cool array of figures, and I am so grateful that I am really good friends with David Tussler and Matt Lind, because they have insane Transformers collections that I can go over every so often and get my bot fix and just go, woo, and then go, I'm good. I'm gonna back away.
They're cool lines. Like I said, DLX would have been the one that I've hovered over, but I get it.
Yeah, it's Panther. The Yolo Park G1 Optimus Prime looks fun. All the Yolo Park, like, shout out to Robo and his goddamn bit of those Yolo Park figures. It got me itchy to get them because they're technically model kits, which I'm like, model kit Transformers. That sounds fun. And then I'm like, no, like, I can't do it. What? Pender? Whoa, no, Pender, I lost your previous one. New Age Transformers has become my new obsession. Transformers the size of old G.I. Joes. They're amazing. Hell yeah. GoBots over Transformers. I will die on that hill, says Toy de Shirt.
Did anybody, do any of the Transformers Red line? Because that was a line that almost got me too.
I bought a Optimus Primal and a Cheetor because I put together a Beast Wars collection of like the core characters, and then I went, oh no, because that happened in the course of 3 days. I accumulated 8 figures and went, no, and I called up my my lovely wife's coworker, Pods. Shout out to Pods if you're watching, bud. And I was like, hey man, I know you like Transformers. Have I got a deal for you? And I went, here. And I went, cool, never going to do that again. And then I nearly did it again. the new releases.
Hey, do you still have your Mando?
Yeah.
Did I told you? Okay.
Anyone curious but hesitant about Yellow Park? I recommend trying the minis. Hell yeah. What? Previous comment. I stay away from Transformers because I always would get to have to display it in both modes. Oh, fair. So yes, that is my number 3 is Transformers. They're beautiful. They transform. Some of them don't. But I love them. Some of them can do it on their own, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Those things.
Yeah. Graham, what is your number 2?
So mine is Vitruvian Hacks. This is a line that I have admired from afar, but kind of similar to Dave's number 4, 3 3/4 inch. I just don't do anything in that scale. And I think it's a great line. I like the fact that a lot of the parts are interchangeable. You can take their armor off, take their bits off, and mix and match. It's always just been a really cool looking line. It's kind of a little bit of like the Mythic Legions thing where it's like I look at it and it's like, oh, those are really gorgeous looking figures, but they just never got me. And for this, it's been mostly scale. Epic Hacks might get me a little bit. I have a couple of the skeletons from Epic Hacks.
I have all of the skeletons.
I have 2. I have the green pirate and the more gladiator regular skeleton. The one that's basically the epic hack of the Vitruvian hack that's right there.
He's fluorescent green, Graham.
Yep. I have him in the gladiator one for the epics and the 6-inch scale. But this is a line that I've just always thought was really cool because there's just a lot of great character selection. And because of the interchangeability of the line, I think is awesome. But 3 3/4, it's kind of Dave's 3 3/4 excuse. And that's kind of like, you can't just pick one. I had to pick multiple 3 3/4 lines that I don't do because of that reason.
I will get there too. I love Vitruvian Hacks, and it's the same thing. 3 3/4 inch just never been my thing, or it has been, but it was the thing of moving from that. When Vitruvian Hacks started coming out, I was like, oh crap, because between Vitruvian and Hero Hacks and everything, I was like, damn, if they did this in 6-inch, I'd be screwed. Enter Epic Hacks.
I know they are.
And yeah, which I am always more than happy to throw money at Boss Fight because they're good people that make amazing toys.
I do think that there's going to be some licensing issues with some of it, like that they can do in 3 3/4 that they're not going to be able to do in 6-inch.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it is a whole new world.
Mm-hmm. What I was just looking at too is looking on BBTS. Vitruvian has the Court of the Dead, which I didn't realize that they had, because Sideshow's obviously got that on the statue and the 6-inch scale or the 1/6 scale.
Yep.
So I was like, whoa, that's really interesting that there's a 3 3/4 inch. If that would be really tempting if they had a 6-inch Court of the Dead line.
I swear they were showing off a couple prototypes of that at PowerCon.
Wow.
But I could be wrong. But yeah, they're
dangerous.
They're amazing. Super Spike. Whole new world. All right, Joe.
Yes.
What is your line?
Number 2 is
no. Is maybe not number 2 or no? We're number 3, aren't we? No, we're number 2.
No, number 2.
We're number 2.
G.I. Joe Classified the vehicles.
Oh.
I'm not touching the but you have the classified figures. I'm not really touching the figures that much, but the vehicles, the only reason I'm not touching them, that's a space concern.
They're big. They're real big.
Yeah, they're real big, and I just don't have the space for them. And I know they're going to keep on coming out with crazier stuff, and eventually they're going to have a 24-foot long, USS Flag, and it's
that'll be a real boat.
I was gonna say, Joe, that was the vintage 3 3/4 or the 25th anniversary 3 3/4 inch. Hold on. I gotta pull up
one for 6-inch figures. It'll be.
They have one for the 6-inch figures.
His picture was wrong. That was a 3 3/4 inch picture, not the classified his tank.
That is what
Hasbro HasLab.
Yeah. I didn't catch it before. I must pop it up. Yeah.
I saw it, but I wasn't going to say anything because I was just
look at it.
It's so cool.
you could fit 4 or 5 figures on it.
I don't know. It's really good. Everything classified looks gorgeous, looks awesome. I have no attachment.
Trouble bubbles. You don't want like 5 rams, 2 vamps, a hiss, a dragonfly, and a Fortnite boat, and trouble bubbles.
Winter Star, 1/12 quarter of the day.
Good sized house. I don't have that much space. I do not have that much space in this house.
Yeah,
I've nearly bought the stupid Python Patrol trouble bubbles a couple times now. So I'm like, I'm like, no, I don't want the trouble bubble ones. I do want the trouble bubbles, but I don't want the trouble bubbles. But I want the normal trouble bubbles, not the Python Patrol trouble bubbles. I don't think I could say trouble bubbles one more time. Trouble bubbles. I love the name of that vehicle. It's
Beetlejuice.
8 figs fully loaded. Hell yeah. Hot Toys made a 1/6 scale Falcon for Star Wars. Yes, they did. It was on display at a couple of shows, which is insane.
Yeah, and then there's Jazz Inc. has the cockpit.
That they do. Well, and Hot Toys made a cockpit as well that they had on display, but they never sold it.
But I'm saying Jazz Inc. actually has a product.
Oh, poodle skirts.
Gotta love that Hot Toys teases for things that never come out.
So my number 2 is kind of a conglomeration of things once again, but more specifically I'm focusing on this NECA Aliens and Predators. I love the figures. They're beautiful. There's an insane amount of them, but it kind of I kind of will add a little asterisk that is pretty much NECA horror as well, just in general, because there is so many freaking figures, and they're released so often that it is hard to keep track. They have aliens and predators and universal monsters and horror movie figures. They have it all, and I love it. And every time I see them at Target, I go, oh hey, and then I go, no, like I cannot do this. It is ridiculous. Dave went all Mr. Geeky on this. I did not. I said specifically the aliens, which is the alien predators, because
but you get all of 3 3/4 inch, and then you've got like all of this NECA stuff. It's like man, like how can you
I've been hanging out with Geeky. Don't judge.
it's like here, like pick a lane, Dave. Like I thought I was bad doing it like on my number 5 where I kind of had one shared, and man, you're.
I've only done it with 2.
Man, he's a bad influence on you.
Yeah.
Just so you know, my final one today is an all-encompassing line. I'm doing it too.
Okay.
Yeah, see, 2 out of 5. Ain't bad. But yeah, specifically, I'll go with the aliens then, because I've been tempted by more of the aliens releases than any of the other lines, because I always wanted the Kenner, like the vintage Kenner alien figs, which is weird to call those vintage these days, but it's true. But like, I had 3 buddies who collected those growing up, and I was like, those are the coolest freaking toys. Those they're aliens. They can shoot missiles. There's dudes with giant Gatling guns. There was all this crap that was
like I need a 6-inch Exo Squad line.
Oh yeah. And then friggin' NECA is just like, hey, do you remember any of those figures? Because here here's all of them. And then here's them in 5 different color variants.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like alien predators are easy to get a few to fight your other figures without having to catch them all. I thought so.
I'll be honest. If I could have if I could have gotten that when NECA did that vault sale thing, if I could have gotten that power loader, I have nothing NECA aliens. I have nothing from it, but it was like, man, if I could have gotten my hands on that power loader, I would have done it.
That power loader, the main reason I wanted to get it is I wanted to customize it into an Exo Squad figure. Like I wanted to.
I like how that's like the thing now. Like because I made that comment earlier, and now Bukat said the same thing. It's like I want an Exo Squad. Yeah, I think
that was a cool ass line. I'm just saying. But then again, you do have the pizza monsters. I do, which is kind of my workaround. they're NECA aliens from the Turtles line.
I sold Dave my only pizza monster. So
it's true. I'm up to. Let's not talk about it. So Graham, we're going to toss it down to you, to your numero uno. What is your number
so
one?
more 3 3/4 inch. But I actually picked a lane and no. Star Wars Vintage Collection. This is one I regret because I went Black Series for my Star Wars line, because I really like, because again I like hyperrealism as much as I can, and in my figure lines. And I just didn't realize how good the vintage collection was going to get, and trying to backpedal this. I wish I would have gone this line too, because you can do better with dioramas and vehicles in a 3 3/4 inch line. But I was doing Marvel Legends. I like 6-inch. But if I could do it all over again, knowing what I know now, I would never have done Black Series. I would have done 3 3/4 inch vintage collection.
They're so good.
Yeah,
they had their dark times when they went back to the 5 POA, and everybody's like, "The hell?"
And that was what was going on when I looked at Black Series. So I ended up going Black Series instead, and because I remember that they sort of had like Black Series 3 3/4 for a little bit, and that was kind of like what became the new vintage collection.
I remember when at my wedding reception, my good friend Pranastina Yakaitis, one of my favorite comic artist people and just genuine Star Wars nerd, we went out and had an adult beverage of sorts. So he had an adult beverage, and we were talking about the 5 POA change and how frustrating that was. And that, my friends, is a very strange memory to have from your wedding reception. You're a Toy Dork when. He drew a busted C-3PO figure on our wall mural thing where everybody signed and sketched and stuff.
Well, I'm like I said, you did all 3 3/4. I'm with you. Like I've just never been a big 3 3/4 inch guy, but and that's why I just leaned into 6-inch with Black Series. But it's such a good line. I mean, especially looking at it now with all of the options with vehicles, dioramas, playsets, and not only just stuff that's Black Series, because I mean, arguably some of the vintage collection 3 3/4 inch playsets aren't always amazing. That half of carbonite freezing chamber thing is a complete ripoff. But there's a lot of 3D printed and custom stuff that you can get in 3 3/4 inch scale that really complements it, and it's a lot harder to do in the Black Series line because it's larger. I mean,
size, yeah.
So there's just a lot of great accessory stuff that you can do in 3 3/4 that I would just, if I could take it all back and go back in time, knowing what I know now, that would be totally the line for Star Wars. Hell, I might not even have done Hot Toys Star Wars if that was the case. Maybe. That Ghost is so cool.
You're welcome.
That Haslab Ghost. Oh man.
All right, Joe, you're number 1.
Okay, like I said, it's going to be an all-encompassing one just for you, Graham. Actually, it's just 2 toys. It's the Robo Sun Transformers. I'm priced out of the market on those.
They are insane price-wise, man. They're beautiful though.
I almost snapped up Optimus when it first came out, and I kind of kicked myself for not doing it because I love robots and I love Transformers, and just the idea, the robotics idea of like what they can do. Every time I watch a video of what they can do, it hurts my heart but what Grimlock now is like $1,500. No.
Yeah, he's spicy.
Better.
What gets me is Optimus has gone on sale a few times.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't
say if I saw a good price on Optimus and I was just in the right tax return moment or something, I'd probably grab it. I probably couldn't help myself, but.
Joe, let me introduce you to a good friend named Tan tomorrow. It's going to be a good conversation.
Oh, no.
Drink my hand.
Have you met Tan before?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure you've seen him or met him at Swaps. He's an awesome dude. He works with Robosun. Okay. And he's a wonderful dude.
He's done product demos of Robosun at Swaps before and things like that.
With my attention span dilemmas, I basically meet somebody and then I forget who they are within seconds. So I probably met him.
It's true. Joe and I have known each other for 37 years, and he just remembered my name this last year. So
I don't even know what's going on right
now. Where am I? Who are you people? So my number 1 again goes to a toy line that I would love to collect, and I have mentioned many times on here. I have dabbled, but I cannot go down that road. It is similar to Graham's, but it is Star Wars Black Series. An insane toy line that has encompassed franchise, like a legendary franchise that they really, really go out of their way sometimes to get in their own way. But I love the product. I loved playing with them and customizing them, and the vehicles and stuff that comes with them is pretty. It's impressive. It's the same thing as GI Joe Classified. It's the same thing as Transformers. It is a all-encompassing line. I mean, Transformers has like a bajillion different lines, I know, but like GI Joe Classified, Marvel Legends, you know, that it's in that. Yeah, exactly.
Hello there.
Hello there. Plus, you have guys like Corey from Casting Cave making, you know, these making these amazing heads.
That is a casting cave head on it.
Yeah, that just make them that much better. Like that is something that I absolutely love. Like I mean, y'all know that I love customizing and all that. Stormtroopers, clone troopers, any type of trooper. You can make them whatever the hell you want. That is one of the very few Black Series figures I have is a red Stormtrooper that I made into a B-boy Stormtrooper with the Dookie chain because, God, that's cool as hell. You know, it's a thing of there's such possibility, and that's something that I love about Star Wars is it is one of those things of that franchise has been around forever. It has so many different avenues that you can go down, and Black Series is like, hey, we're doing it all. It's like, well, crap. So Black Series gets my number one spot. Again, Black Series. It's not you. It's me. Yeah, that picks him up. Northern Nomad Dave, you guys have a real cool echo between TV and phone. Uh-oh.
Oh, I've done that with the streams before, where like even though I might join my phone later, like the phone will be faster than my computer, and I'll get a slight delay. It's weird.
I don't know. But that was our lists. Please tell us yours in the comments below or drop it into the chat too. But like I said, oh, Panther, I have 50 Black Series Stormtroopers and they're all oxidized. Now I only buy Star Wars props. Ooh. I've never seen Black Series Stormtroopers oxidized, I guess.
That's weird. I have a bunch of Stormtroopers because I have different versions and variants because they've done mainly Stormtroopers though but since they've retooled the mold a few times.
Oh, Rondalorian, I just got a Black Series dewback, and I think it's one of my new favorite things. Hell yeah. Like I said, that toy line is ridiculous. I have come so close to buying a friggin' Biker Scout so many times because I love Biker Scouts. I love speeder bikes. And it has always been that thing of like, yeah. But again, that was our list. That is what we love but cannot have. I do want to talk
right now.
What?
Mike's putting his list in.
I was gonna say Mythic Legions, Transformers Legacy, McFarlane DC Comics, Marvel Legends. Ooh, what's your number one, Mighty Mike?
I almost put McFarlane in there. I have a few McFarlanes, but I don't do that line. I almost had that in my list.
It's a crazy line, man. There's so much out there. But I do want to throw it around to you guys so you can hype where you are going to be at, what you got coming up.
I thought we were talking to Talk Toy News a little bit or something. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, we can. I figure we'll just do this so that if people want to dip out, they can. If not, they're good. Oh, number one, Warhammer Joy Toy. There we go. Wait, yeah, that was all five. That was our number ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad. Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait a second, I'm bad at math. I just saw Winter Star message. What about your number one?
We're our number ones.
We're all number ones here. Graham, where can people find you? What you got coming up?
Whenever I show up here, or crash somebody's stream like Tony's or something like that I'm here.
There you go.
And find him on Instagram. I have my own show, which we'll see if that ever happens.
Yet. Yeah. All right, Joe, what do you got coming up? Where can people find you?
Oh, please don't come find me. I live in the woods. I like hiding in the woods out here. But yeah. I will be at the Minnesota Toy Posse swap tomorrow. Hopefully, if my car starts, because it's cold out, but it should be fine. And then I don't have a lot of shows this summer, but we do have Range Fan Con in June in Virginia, Minnesota. And then we're going to be at TeebCon in August in Duluth, Minnesota.
Joe and I are going to party.
Toys. Yep. I'm pretty sure you're going to be at both of those, aren't you, Dave?
I will be there with bells on. I'm very excited that the Northwoods are getting some shows. I'm stoked. Yeah. Fortnite says Graham's show is a weekly 3-minute episode where he says, here's the damned iron spider. and then it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But you know where you can find me. You can find me right here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometimes Saturdays too. But actually, tomorrow afternoon you can find me over on the Toy Canic channel. Over with Bill Maru, I will be popping on for a very special episode of Grippin' and Rippin' with the crew Maru. So check that out. That is live at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find me on X at Dave Wheeler, on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler, over on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Wonder. Most importantly, you can find me at Extra Life, extra-life.org/participant/Dave Wonder. Go over, check that out. Next Friday is the first of the mini marathons. So 4 hours fundraising, the Nuggets of Doom, the whole shebang. We'll be back for 4 hours. I've already lined up a few fun guests. And actually, if you remember the Patreon, I did put up a dream team post. So if you want folks to come on, put them down there. I can't guarantee they'll be there, but I can try. So check that out for sure. No toy du jour. Billy doesn't have cancer. That's not that type of very special episode. It's Grippin' and Rippin' on another channel. Oh, it's the Red Hood. But yeah, I figure we can do a little positivity here. What have you guys loved about toys lately? What have been the things that have inspired or made you happy lately with toys? We'll go through a couple of those and then we'll wind it down. Nailed it.
Yes. Well, hey, Gold was asking if anyone's attending Kane County Toy Show. Are you going to Kane County this year?
I will be there, Chev. I will be down there with good old Mark Bitters and the bearded maestro of the COJ, Mr. Tony. So make sure to check that out. That is not someone.
Is Minty Box doing Kane County? Is
Minty Box will be there. Yeah. So I don't know for sure. Don't go in the back room of the bicycle shop, Dave. Oh, okay.
I was waiting for somebody to make that reference.
Yeah,
talking about Willis.
I was pleasantly surprised this week by Superior Spider-Man.
Hell yeah, that thing looks insane.
Did you order it?
I have not yet.
I have.
I have two things that have popped me huge that I've been having a lot of fun with. Look at that guy. Also, I stand by my OG thing. You put that next to a Masterverse figure, that's a good looking pair of figures.
Oh, that looks very awesome. Yeah.
Right.
Did you do any? Are you gonna do any paint work on that, or like do they give him a little more
this is the battle armor, man.
No, I'm talking about Leo. Are you gonna give him like a wash or something like that? Or?
I don't think so. I really surprisingly love this. Just as is, as evident by also.
I don't know. I feel like they just need a washer just to.
Yeah, I thought about panel lining them actually.
Sure.
But also, I had an Etsy purchase go sideways, and I was refunded, but then Etsy gave me basically a credit, and so I had a little extra funds on the old Etsy. And I found a Steve Ditko and a Jack Kirby head print for Legends. And so I have a Steve Ditko and a Jack Kirby head coming in the mail. So I will have Stan the Man, the King Kirby, and good old Steve Ditko on my shelf. Which
what scale?
Legends.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about that. Just because it was one of those things where, when you're scrolling past stuff and you're like, man, that looked like Steve Ditko. Well, okay, I don't know how many people say that, but my psycho ass does. I got excited. So, yeah, Chris Gilmore, I want a Skeletor Mondo Gecko. But I don't know.
I'm excited about it. I'm not. I'm doing this year. My wife wants to go see the total solar eclipse. So
Sure.
we're going to Cleveland. So my son and I are like, if we got to go to Cleveland, we're making a toy hunting journey to Cleveland.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, oh man, hold on. I'm bad at the geography.
Spots. Good Cleveland spots or spots between Minnesota and the great city of Cleveland. Let me know.
I was gonna say, how far away are you from Cincinnati? Because if you were, yeah, you'd be far away from there. Never mind. Well, still cool. Because I was gonna say, in Cincinnati, there's actually no, it's down closer to Columbus. Is toy department, which is fantastic. Jamie said, Old Man Logan body for Jack, Peter Parker body for Ditko. Peter Parker body for Ditko. I'm actually going to use for Jack. I'm going to use the Charles Xavier with the sweater and the plaid underneath. I think that'll look dope. So
the old man.
Yeah, Kokomo. Wait, toy department in Cincinnati is definitely worth it. Yeah. It is out of the way, but it is amazing. But yes, Gobits.
Oh, what is that?
That's a Gobot.
Cool.
It just says Future Machine on it.
Dude, the best part of Future Machine. Hold on, show the cockpit. Show the cockpit. There's little dudes in there.
Cool.
Yep, there's little dudes. A silver dude and a red dude.
Nice.
One red, one chrome. One of the few that has survived everything. He was Jamie Lynn. That's why I'm going to use that old man Professor Xavier. I think that'll look really good. What is that?
I just made this week for giggles.
Ooh, very cool. I dig it.
Because I never got what is this guy's name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The sorcerer dude in Formesco Rumble Society.
Oh, nerds. I was gonna say it's Atticus Doom. There we go.
Atticus Doom, yeah. So I never got Atticus Doom, but I got the accessory pack for Atticus Doom because it was cool, just spell effects and things like that. And then this is one of the Death Brigade, the Black Soul Death Brigade. And that's the John Wick vest.
It looks like he has a birthday hat on.
Yeah, yeah.
I keep thinking it's like that is the weirdest fucking birthday. Happy birthday!
I liked the black and green combo. So.
Fair. What do you got there? Yo, what are you playing with?
Robotech.
Oh, nice! Hell yeah!
Dave knows my. I have a big love of neon green. So.
Hell yeah! I have hot pink, which apparently has gone to my face. I don't know why my color is so off today. Holy shit! Yeah, don't look in your garage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you know. So.
Indeed.
I got a new car.
I'm just going through stuff for tomorrow to see what I can find, to see what else I should bring. Kind of limited in space.
Come to the swap. Buy Joe stuff.
Ooh, it's little mask action.
Oh, wrong button. Hold on. Bye. Very cool.
Love mask.
I got Atticus, but never Doc Nocturnal. Jamie Lynn, hit me up, man. I'm selling my Red Death. As much as I love it, I haven't moved him around in a while. So unless you want the normal Doc Nocturnal, which is totally understandable. But I think you will wrap it up there. We just hit over an hour. We got a good crew here, but I am wiped and still have a buttload of work to do this evening. So, claim. All right, Jamie Lynn, drop me a line. But yeah, thank you, Graham. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everybody, for stopping on by and being a part of the conversation. As always, be good, be kind. I forgot to upload the new outro, so we're using the Halloween one. Much love from Minnesota.
Okay.
Night. Bye. Spooky.